I graduated high school, my college advisor from high school kept telling me, like, do you know what you want to do? Do you know what you want to do? When you apply, you have to put in your major. But I think it's okay to search. Although I am a nursing major and I have decided to stick to it at some point in my first semester here, I was in the middle of changing majors or staying here, not because I don't like nursing, but because I felt like the classes weren't really for me. At first, I was struggling to find the interest in it, and I was struggling, so I started feeling like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, and I started thinking that I wasn't gonna be able to become a nurse, and I started looking into other majors, but then it really depends on what you like and what you want to do, and if you really want something, then you will achieve it.
Well, last semester I was a nursing major. I was not into the classes at all. Like, I really I just didn't like science, and I don't know what the exact reason why I chose nursing, but after experiencing like a psychology class and going through it, I realized that I really do like psychology, and psychology is for me. So from last semester to this semester, I changed my major to psychology.
It feels like your whole life and your future is like riding on your decision, like, what do I want to do with my life? What career am I going to have? And is it the career that like I'm gonna want when I'm older? I don't want to wake up when I'm 40 years old and realize that I hate my job, and
Yeah, it's scary. You feel like you're lost, you don't know what you want. Everyone seems like they know what they want to do, and you're over here like, oh, I don't know if I can do it or not, but you just gotta stick through, and once you find out what you want to do, then you'll succeed.
I think that that's probably one of my biggest issues, is thinking too much of the future. I think this year I've been really focusing on just like enjoying the classes and, taking in the information, not so much like, how am I going to apply this to my future? I need to get here, I need to get there, because that's what overwhelms me the most. Is that I think I know that I can make it there, but I'm so focused on thinking there that I can't even think now.
I feel like it's your personal choice, and your parents help you go through college, but don't let them make the choice for you about what you want to do in life. Because for my experience, I was a biology major, and that was something I really wanted to do, but then at the end, when I was taking the courses, I realized like, this is not what I want to do. Yes, I want to help people and work with them, but in a different way.
The fact that everyone's constantly asking you, what do you want to do? How's this career going to help you in the future type of thing? And your family members, your friends, people you talk to, or even your parents when they're bragging about you, they ask you like, oh, what does your daughter or your son want to do? And you're there like, oh, Mom, like, I don't know yet. Or, oh yeah, it's really interesting. You're talking about all these different majors, but then you still don't know. For a point, I wanted to be a dentist for some odd reason. I don't know why. People like to go to the doctor, and I hate the doctor, but I don't know, I just liked how my dentist was really open to his field and was teaching me about it. So I decided, oh, well, maybe this is something for me. Maybe I can do it. And I really liked physiology at the time. I started volunteering at a senior home when my grandma had recently passed away. And it was a very emotional experience for me because I had just lost my grandma. I was with a bunch of seniors that are neglected from their families. I got attached because I saw how I wish I would have spent so much time with my grandmother, and seeing all these other people who have families, great-grandchildren, they're just neglected every day and they don't get visited by their family. And I thought, wow, this sucks. This is something I can make a difference in their life. Volunteering is what led me to decide to major in gerontology when I moved up to Chelan. Changing my major was a difficult process because it also involved my parents. So I was scared changing it, and I would always come to the different services that they have at school and talk to all the administrators and see what they can, what word of advice they could give me. Then I'd go home and it's a whole different story. It's like, okay, I was brave at school, but then I come home and it's like, oh wait, like, hi Mom, I don't, I kind of want to talk to you.
I grew up always wanting someone to talk to. I grew up always wanting to have someone that I could go to and just share my emotions. I always wanted to be that positive influence for someone else, to let them know that, regardless of what your past is or what went on in life, there's still a positive outlook. So that kind of influenced me choosing psychology, influenced me being a therapist. Right now I work in a nonprofit organization called, it's EMQ Families First. I work for a program called Wraparound.
Ta-da! My office, which is pretty cool.
I worked with kids who are in DCFS, who have an open case with the Department of Child and Family Services, who are in probation or who are in the foster care system. And a lot of what I do is provide therapy. I started working with that program in 2010 as a behavioral interventionist. And then once I got into my master's program, I did an internship there as well in the outpatient department as a therapist. And that kind of opened my eyes a little bit more in regards to me actually being a therapist and me determining, okay, this is what I really want to do.
Maybe it took me 5 months to get the job. I was looking up and down, and I found this job. I found the listing, and I really got a good vibe of it, and it's the ideal job for me. I mean, I love working with kids. I love helping families, and this is what I studied for. This is what I have always wanted to do. So
I feel that if you could make a change in a kid's life as an adult, they're gonna have a more positive outlook and everything. So that's kind of what influenced me.